I don't know about you, but I am so sick and tired of hearing things like shaming is bad. Not only is this a broad statement to make lacking any qualifiers on behavior or actions of individuals or group of people, but it's wrong. Shame is an integral part of the human experience. Without shame, there is no introspection. Without introspection, there is no change. And without change, we have no progress. And no progress means we are stagnant and not learning, all of which are detrimental to us as individuals, societies, and the totality of the human race. I've wanted to discuss this idea of bringing back shame for some time because it's something that I have felt is why we are seeing the things we see today. And what spurred me to finally make this video is the ongoing and persistent videos on social media where parents are using their children for clicks and monetization, sharing some of the most personal and sensitive information about their children. I discussed this in a previous video, which I will link here. Some will say that shame is toxic and that shaming in the past was pointed or directed at particular groups of people, shaming them for simply being themselves. That is not the kind of shame that I am talking about. Shaming people for the way they look, their sexual orientation, their sex, their religion, ethnicity, race, etc. That is not what I am promoting here. That is truly toxic and usually makes people dig their heels in even more. And I hope that in the comments we can all keep it civil and stick to the basics of what I'm proposing here, which is shaming people for truly disgusting and toxic behaviors. I'm talking purposeful and malicious behavior towards other people, especially children. And while I think some additional parts of current societal norms deserve some shame as well, I don't think that that will be productive in the start of this conversation. I think that the start of this process needs to begin with us when we see truly abhorrent behavior, whether it's parents directing disgusting behaviors towards their children, or people acting inhumanely towards another, or corrupt politicians that are in positions of power using that power for their own personal gain and using tactics that are truly deserving of all the shame. These are the things that, in my opinion, deserve more societal shaming. Because if we don't, as a collective, not only see and believe these types of acts as deserving of shame, but following through with that shame and being willing to speak up and speak out when we see something that we know in our core is wrong. The look away, walk away, put the blinders on.
Not listening. I'm not listening.
So many of us grew up in that, and we are seeing the effects that it doesn't work. The pretending that everything is awesome is not helping us. If anything, it's made things worse. Everything is not fine, and that's okay. But we don't get to a place of true, yes, everything is okay, if we just keep putting our head in the sand, waiting for things to change when we're not willing to do the hard thing, which is speaking up and saying something or going to someone that is willing to do it. That is how we make true change and progress for us all. So I say it's time to bring shame back.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
Enough of this snowflake mentality of, I don't want to ever feel bad. Shame is not meant to feel good, but it is meant to educate and inform us when something we are doing is not good, whether that is not good for ourselves or others. We do not live in this experience alone. We are not the only ones that have to deal with the brunt of our actions. All of our actions have consequences, and not everyone is going to get along, want to get along, or want to agree on everything. I'm sure people will be pretty upset in the comments here, so please, let's keep it civil and remember that this is about shaming the truly despicable behaviors that are deserving of shame. Not just, oh, I don't like the way that person looks, I think they should change everything about themselves so that I find them pleasing to look at. That is not what we are doing here. What I would like to know is, what do you think? Do you think our society should bring back shame? I love reading your comments and getting different perspectives, so please leave me a comment, hit that like button if you liked this video, and subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. As always, stay safe, take care, and be kind to each other.